up and Adam. I'm Jack Tomczak. That's Andrew Lee.
Good morning, Jack.
Good
morning,
Andrew.
live from Kuwait. How are you?
Doing well. Filling in for you in studio is Pete Hegseth. Good morning, Pete.
Good morning. Kuwait, that is quite a special location.
I guess so. Producing the show, of course, is Lump.
Good morning.
And Andrew, how about you explain yourself? Where are you? What are you doing? And who do you have with you?
Tom Lyons is here with me. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Andrew. Hi, Jack. Hello, Sam. How you doing?
Morning, Tom.
I'm doing great, Tom.
And we're live from Kuwait. We're at Camp Arif Jan in Kuwait, about, 40 minutes away outside of Kuwait City, the airport. It's about a 40-minute drive. We came here on Friday with Serving the Troops, with a Serving the Troops mission based out of St. Paul. And yesterday we had the honor and pleasure of serving, over 3,000 steak dinners.
They actually brought 3,700 steaks, and we're here serving the troops out of St. Paul and the 682nd Engineering Battalion out of Wilmer, who have 150 soldiers here from the Minnesota National Guard, and they are the headquarters battalion for 1,000 other troops that take care of all the construction on the base. And serving our troops not only fed those 150, but they brought along steaks for all the rest of the soldiers on the base.
Yeah, everybody who wanted a steak got one. Some people got two. I heard a rumor that a few people got three. There were over almost 4,000 steaks cooked. I mean, all day yesterday, working over hot grills in 109-degree heat. I think the high yesterday was 109.
And very windy.
And we were very windy, insanely windy. It was like a convection oven.
And we were outside on the stage in the heat and the wind, broadcasting Minnesota Military Radio live from Camp Arif Jan in Kuwait, out in the desert.
We are fortunate this morning, though. We are not outside. We parked ourselves inside the little USO building on the base. So I'm enjoying air conditioning this morning, unlike our friends over at the Power Trip.
Andrew has his coffee and his air conditioning, and he's ready to go, Jack.
I'm really roughing it. I feel like a hero.
Now, Andrew, you've got a handful of interviews scheduled for today at 6:40. Captain Blake St. Sauver with who is Blake with? National Guard?
He is one. Yes, he's with the Minnesota National Guard and the 682nd Engineering Battalion.
And then Pat Harris.
Yeah, they've been deployed here since November.
Okay. Pat Harris,
the 750. We're going to talk to Pat Harris. Yep, he's with Serving Our Troops. He's going to talk to us about some of the logistics that goes into putting this together is pretty stunning, and all the different organizations in the Twin Cities that got together and helped and pitched in. There were like 3 or 4 restaurants involved, different companies, a lot of private funding, private donations, a lot of volunteer hours that go into this. So we'll talk to him at 7:50, and then at 8:20-ish, we're going to talk to a soldier that's on his first deployment over here from Andover, Captain Bergen. He's an intelligence officer. He gave us an intelligence briefing yesterday, and it was pretty interesting, some of the stuff he talked about. So I asked him to come on for a segment as well, and that's it from over here.
Jack, he started that briefing by saying, "Mr. Lee, don't do the following things."
Yeah, pretty much. And then I did them all.
Now,
but he didn't ask him. He told him.
In studio today at 7 o'clock, we're going to have Walter Hudson joining us. Then over the phone at 8 o'clock, Jason Lewis, who is endorsed for Congress in the 2nd District, will be calling in. Also, we'll talk about him being endorsed by Jeff Johnson. Now, Andrew, because there's a little bit of a delay, I wanted to make sure that we recognize your convection oven joke. Hot and windy. I got it, and I thought it was a very good joke.
Thank you for acknowledging that. I
problem.
appreciate it.
So,
I don't know. I think it was a lame joke. Nice try.
Pete Hegseth in studio. He's Pete. You're stationed in Kuwait, but you've been through there?
Yeah, I've been through there a dozen times through tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. I went back as an embedded reporter a couple times, always through Kuwait. I'm curious, what's the pace like there, guys? Is it are they drawing down? Are they building up? At Camp Arif Jan these days?
It's busier than it was a year ago, and it sounds and looks like it's gradually getting a little bit busier because of the support missions from other parts and other nations over in this neighborhood. So they've closed down some of the bases, but of course they keep that stuff pretty secure. But Airf John's pretty busy today.
Sure.
And it was really busy in the middle of the night. People out doing calisthenics and.
It is an it's on all day because you got the folks coming from the States who are still awake. You got the ones coming out who are on that time. It is truly a 24-hour operation. Any camel spider sightings yet?
Unfortunately, no. I was kind of looking forward to seeing a camel spider or two. But no, we've not seen any of those. We have seen coyotes, though. There were some coyotes sort of wandering around the base in the middle of the night. We got here. We arrived on the base when we got here. What was it, Friday night, Saturday morning? It was about 1:30 in the morning when we pulled in. And since we were kind of still on Minnesota time, it was very weird because, it's 1:30 in the morning, but I feel like it's, it's early evening. Mm-hmm. So we were up for a few hours after that, and there was a coyote wandering around. And then, like, last night, it's so weird. On Minnesota time, this was my schedule. It was Sunday. I went to sleep around what would be maybe 2:30 Minnesota time, and woke up around what would be 7:30 Minnesota time, completely wide awake. It's like 2 in the morning here, and I've pretty much been up since then. So imagine, Jack, that you got your full night's sleep between like 2 and 7 yesterday and have been up ever since and starting the show now. So it's going to be an interesting show for me.
We'll get
might be a little loopy.
A fun and interesting and potentially horribly inaccurate news bank from Andrew.